Previously in War on the Sea, Operation Watchtower. It's been a dark couple of days and things look bleak. The Japanese bombardment of Port Moresby has left a smouldering ruin. The airfield has been completely destroyed and the port reduced to little more than a mooring point. This will deny our fleet a safe port to rearm and repair, weakening any offensive in the area. However, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Our submarines and air force were able to sink 2 further heavy cruisers and damage a number of other vessels. Command has issued further orders to work towards a coordinated attack to focus what limited resources we have in one place to maximise damage. The second instruction is to ramp up the surface fleet by commissioning more cruisers, destroyers and submarines, to increase our numbers before committing our limited resources to one large asset such as a battleship or carrier. With the building of resources at Renelle Islands, it's only a matter of time before we must launch a counter-offensive against the Japanese forces. The following action takes place between 6 AM on the 11th of September to 6 AM on the 15th of September 1942. At 20 past 7 on the 11th of September, we've had a spot from one of our aircraft. There is a U-boat in this area, so I've sent up the Avengers with rockets. Oh, yes indeed there is. Right, thank you so much for all your feedback. As I say, I call you Command Intelligence. And yeah, so we'll be talking about a lot of your comments feeding into this episode. I know one of the main comments, and I do acknowledge it, that we're trying to group the aircraft in the attacks and not just send in, you know, a couple of aircraft or one wave of aircraft. Obviously we are very limited with what we've got resource wise, so there, you know, we'll do what we can, and if we can get the all the aircraft linking up at the same time, then all good. That is definitely what we'll be attempting to do. Now, good damage from those rockets. I think she's sinking. She'll be diving far too quick, so I think she's... There she is. She's a goner. Yes. Apparently rockets... thanks for your feedback. Rockets are great for submarines and also light or soft targets, so merchants, that kind of thing. Even destroyers, apparently. So we may... Maybe... So if we get another task group, maybe we'll send some rockets and we'll do a rocket attack on the destroyers. They may be more reliable than the torpedoes. But anyway, scratch 1 Japanese submarine. Confirmation, Type B submarine sunk for 3,650 tons. Good, this is where the attack was. We'll get them returned to base as quick as possible. Meantime, another aircraft with battleships been spotted there. They seem to be coming through Milne Bay. So let's get these submarines here patrolling this gap in Milne Bay here, and get them to see what they can do there. Meanwhile, this task group, Port Moresby has pretty much been smashed, so let's get these guys, we'll get them following the coastline and maybe hugging up here. I'm a little bit worried just in case there is more groups just kind of hiding, but I thought our spotter planes would have picked them up. Now, one of the other things, the main comments, was regarding spending our command points. Now, people were saying, get a battleship. We can't afford one just yet. And it is a lot of resources to pile into one ship. Aircraft carrier was well, not the next popular suggestion. It was probably a reasonably popular suggestion. Again, can't afford it, but it would be lovely to have. A few suggestions getting more submarines and destroyers. Which is all well and good, but I think the most popular one was getting heavy and light cruisers in a combination. So that is what we're going to do. Let's not hang about. Let's spend some money, shall we? We can compare and contrast with the ships we've got. So we've got light cruisers. We've got the Brooklyn here. She has main guns. She's got 6-inch guns. She's got 15 of them. She's got 5-inch belt armor, 2-inch gun armor, 3-inch magazine, 6.5-inch turret, which is pretty good. 55% torpedo defense. Looks to be reasonably good anti-aircraft, so I quite like the Brooklyn. How much is the Brooklyn? 14. I very much like that cost. Yes, because look, in Atlanta is 18. And she's got 5-inch guns. She's got 16 of them. Anti-aircraft seems okay. Lightly armoured and poor against torpedoes. So we may give Atlanta a bit of a pass this time. Cleveland, it's getting expensive. She's got 6-inch guns. She's got 12 of them. 25,700 yardage. Oh, good anti-aircraft fire by the looks of it though. And reasonably good armour as well, and good defence. So actually Cleveland is nice. And Brooklyn's a lot cheaper. Perth. She's got 6-inch guns. She's got 8 of them. 25,400 yardage. Looks relatively good anti-aircraft. Lightly armoured, poor against torpedoes. So I think that's a no from me. If we have a look at the Japanese light cruisers, I think we see. Is it this one we see, or is it the Kuma? I think it could be the Kuma class. She has 5.5-inch guns, 20,000 yardage, 7 of those guns. Good anti-aircraft. Oh, she's lightly armoured. 0 torpedo defence. Right, we will definitely target the light cruisers next time. Oh, I should have paid more attention. I like the look of the Brooklyn. I am going to purchase the Brooklyn. We have a look at heavy cruisers. Pensacola. 8-inch gun. She's got 10 of them. Just under 32,000 yard. So I'm going to get New Orleans. So we've got a cruiser, a heavy cruiser, light cruiser. That's 36. We've got 20 to spend. Now I reckon we get a destroyer in there. I think we get the Benham. What are we up to? 44. We've got 12 left. I think maybe we get a submarine to keep her company. Let's get Drum. There we go. So we got destroyer, sub. Maybe 2 destroyers would be better, but there we go. Let's create that. Let's get them out up to the Renal Islands. We've also got the the Portland heavy cruiser here as well. She's damaged, so actually we're going to bring her back to replenish, but we could also, bring her into that group should we wish as well. But we'll see how we go. We've got a little firepower now. I say get the 2 cruisers together with the light cruiser, and maybe we can get another destroyer in there as well, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, at 10 to 7 on the 12th, we've got Avengers from the Renal Islands, and also a flight from Santa Cruz Islands, sending on a reported sighting of a task group. Can't see them. Oh, they're the other Avengers, apparently. I've spotted them. They are close, right. Let's get out of there so we don't attract any anti-aircraft fire. Dive down low. Red flight. Let's come down, right. From blue flight, let's have a look what we've got, shall we? It looks to be 2 battleships, a light cruiser, a heavy cruiser, destroyer, destroyer, destroyer. Okay, now we know that light cruiser has got poor armour, so if we target that, we'll send one of the groups in against there, and following your own instructions from chat, Command Intelligence, we'll also target some of the anti-aircraft screens. We'll get rid of some of the destroyers, or we'll target some of the destroyers, should I say. Okay, orders have been given. These are turning for attack, and just over there you can see red flight. He says, trying to hold the camera steady. Right, so that red flight are going for the light cruiser, and we'll be going for the destroyer. So they're going for the light cruiser, which is currently passing the, trying to get between the heavy cruiser and the battleship, and we're targeting this one here. We're doing that so obviously we'll be the front of the attack, and then we can maybe any loose torpedoes could maybe hit a ship behind, and then we'll also try and get out of here as quick as possible. Anti-aircraft fire is erupting around Red Flight. It's kind of taking the fire away from us at the moment, which is nice. Spoke too soon. Oh, they've lost one. Torpedoes away. Right, orders have been given to them to stay low and stay fast, to get out of here. Torpedoes incoming for the destroyer. Dud, one hit. I think the others have passed by, but there's a good sporting chance that they may hit the battleship. I think one of the aircraft being shot down, maybe a couple. Now we've got the light cruiser over there. Meanwhile, torpedoes are running towards the battleship. That was a dud, I heard. Yeah, duds, okay. Nothing going there. How did you get on? Have you avoided your torpedoes? I think they may have. Okay, a lot of duds. Well, we've got a struggling destroyer here. The listing and flooding is putting out the fire, which is slightly annoying. If it's an oil-based fire, then maybe it'll reignite once the waves are clear. But there we go. The Hatsuhara is living on borrowed time, heavy damage, moderate flooding. We lost 3 aircraft, but 5 get to return home. And at 8:20, the Renelle Island Avengers have managed to go back and rearm. Now we're going to target that destroyer, and we are going to rocket attack it. Yes, don't worry. I don't want to throw these guys' lives away. We've also got 2 flights of B-17s arriving on the scene as well. So let me just get these guys out of the way, and we'll set up the B-17s to come in. Right, the attack is on. We've got the B-17s here. We've got the B-17s up high, and we've got the Avengers, one smoking thanks to the tail gun on that spotter plane. Well, this should be an interesting attack. Avengers are coming down now. Begin their rocket attack, of course. They're flat bombing, and we're skip bombing. We're bringing everything to this party. Okay, looks like the Avengers are going to arrive slightly earlier. These 17s high are coming in as well. Here come the rockets. Oh, we've lost our Avengers. Here come the skip bombing B-17s. Oh, we've lost the lead flight. Oh, and we've killed something, and bombs being dropped on the battleship as well. Confirmation: the destroyer from the rocket attack is dead. Now we've also got the second destroyer. She's suffered some damage. She's got a fire breaking out as well, and the battleship smoking, but I don't think too much to worry about from the Japanese point of view. This is going to be interesting. Can we get a second confirmation? Though we lost 6 aircraft, we were able to do moderate damage and minor damage to the battleship. We sunk the Hatsuhara for 1,510 tons, critically damaged the Akazuki and moderate flooding. So yeah, guess who's going to be the next target? Yeah, try and get another one whittled down. Okay, at 10 to 6, we've got an engagement with our destroyers, so we are splitting them. Not sure, I'm guessing it's a submarine attack, so we're just battle stations, emergency maneuvers, full speed, until we become more aware of what is going on. Torpedoes launched. Is that torpedoes launched over there? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's head over there then. Start picking them up with the. Oh, there we go. Target. Attack. Selfridge. Target. Attack. Now, Hughes, let's get you out of the line of fire. Lost the reported contact. That's fine. Right, slow down a bit. Let's come there. Start pinging. Right, slow down. Let's start listening again. Selfridge, slow down. Start listening. Okay, fire. Depth charges away. Slight damage to the rear. More damage to the U-boat. She's quite badly damaged now. More depth charges coming down. Quite badly damaged there. With the case, Selfridge is going to come around. You see we've got the Huge and the case who are currently listening and pinging him. It could be the case that he's emergency blown ballast, and let's have a look. Yeah, my guess is he's blown ballast, isn't he? He's rising to the surface. Time case is arriving on the scene, so we might as well get some depth charges. 240 meters. He's coming up, so let's get that to 10 seconds. Maybe 9. Alright, drop depth charges. Oh, yes. Got him! Got him with a depth charge. Nice, Case. Selfridge and Case finishing off this very battered and completely destroyed Japanese Type B U-boat. Submarine, whatever. Confirmation, Type B, Mod 1. Submarine sunk for 3,700 tons. Nice. Meanwhile, just before 7 PM, this group has arrived back at New Hebrides. We got Portland damaged, which that one is damaged as well, and that one's damaged. Those are okay. So these three we are going to release and repair. There we go. Right, these ones we can get reloaded. Nice. As you can see, we've got command points. We've got 53. So we need to get another couple of cargo ships. So let's do that straight off the bat. Which is going to be 20. Now that leaves us 33 to get. Well, should we just get the Portland back? Or should we get another New Orleans cruiser? Might maybe get a New Orleans. Let's just have a look from Portland. Dual purpose, no. There's no difference there. obviously the New Orleans is a slightly tougher ship. Slightly bigger ship as well. But slightly faster, is it? Yeah, slightly faster. And firepower wise, nothing in it. So, let's get a New Orleans class then. Let's get the San Fran or Minneapolis. Yeah, Minneapolis. Nice. We also get, what's that? We got 11 points still. So let's grab another destroyer. Oh, we can get over 2 destroyers. Farragut class. Meh. Right, let's get 2 Farragut class, just so we can get the let's get the Farragut, and let's get the hull. Yeah, why not? And that's just to bolster up the number. Oh, cost! No, we're 1 short. Okay, let's remove that then. Damn, my maths isn't as good as I thought it was. So let's remove that, and let's get another Bagley, or was it Benham I liked, wasn't it? Let's get the Lang. Yes, there we go. Good, right, let's get those merged with the others. There we go, nice. And we've got the Submarine class tankers down here. Has New Hebrides got any more supplies? It does. Let's get the tankers up then. Set the course up here, and then we'll get these guys rearmed with oil and all the resources. And I'm thinking we go to... Do we try and boost up Milne Bay? Get a better airfield at Milne Bay. Yeah, I think so. Or we could potentially boost the airfield up to a 4 or the port up to a 4 at New Renel Islands. Ah, decisions. Okay, at 10 o'clock on the 12th, we've merged the Submarine tankers. So let's get these ships loaded up. So on Dewey, well, we can take some troops, I suppose. Let's take some engineering on that C3. On Dale, we'll take some troops. Lang, we'll take some supplies. Nothing on the Minneapolis C3. Let's get some more engineering. And we get some supplies on that one. And get some oil on the Cimarron and oil on the Cimarron. There we go. Nice, or fuel. So we're heavily loaded, and we are going to set course. We're seeing a lot of action down here. So if we upgrade this to a level 2, we'll get Avengers. We'll get 4 Avengers. However, if we upgrade the Renal Islands to level 4, we'll get 8 Avengers. And we had a lot of activity here, and this is our target after all. So let's go close to port. And let's get the Renal Islands sorted out first. And do what we can to hold. Now, I'm going to get this group here to sail up here as well to give them escort in. And then we'll also bring these guys in as well. And give them some air cover as well. In the meantime, we'll bring Drum back into the fold. Okay, bit of a disaster. At 12 o'clock on the 13th, our task group is going to be intercepted by the Battleship group, which has kind of escaped our spotter planes until now. We do have Avengers, and B-17s heading for it, but it may be too late. Okay, here we are then, 20-1. We've got 3 flights of Avengers up. Just over here, behind the flight, we've got, probably shrouded in the mist, our supply convoy, and there's the Japanese convoy over there. So we're going to target that destroyer and maybe target the light cruiser as well. Okay, here they come. Section right behind. And the third should be coming in from over there. Yes, okay, so we are going to be targeting this light cruiser, plus the flight over on our starboard wing, and the flight behind us is going to target this destroyer and try and finish her off. Of course, when we start this run, they are all now zigzagging, and it's tempting to go for the battleship, but we know that her hull is pretty solid. Okay, slight change of plan. We've got a terrible angle for the light cruiser, so these two flights are switching for this battleship here. Bit of a calculated risk, but flight coming in from that side as well. Torpedoes away. Okay, third flight coming in. She was slightly delayed. Torpedoes coming into the battleship now. A couple of hits on the destroyer, more hits on the battleship, and more torpedoes inbound. Oh, just hit a couple of aircraft. Another torpedo hit the battleship. The destroyer looks dead. And a couple of duds. And the destroyer is gone. And those two, unfortunately, just missed the battleship. So that destroyer is gone. How about this battleship? Is she damaged beyond repair? Don't forget, we've got a second flight of Avengers and B-17s coming in as well. Okay, while we were watching the destroyer sink, one of those rogue torpedoes that missed the battleship actually hit the light cruiser. What a great attack. Even luck is going with us today, which is very nice to see for once. So we've got the battleship back there, still smoking. The destroyer has now sunk, but the light cruiser seems to be in trouble as well. Oh, and confirmation. I had to get out of that one because they were getting very close to the tail end of our convoy. Confirmation. Nagato, heavy damage, moderate flooding. Kuma, moderate flooding, moderate damage. And the Akizuki sunk for 2,744 tons. At 20 to 2, the B-17s have arrived in the area. Plus, we have the Avengers, who are very low on fuel, but they are here, and they were just about to set off. So let's get them going down low. On the far side. Okay. I know what you say. Attacking from both sides does not split the guns. But you know, technically the guns are directed from the... it doesn't matter. So we're going to set up and see which ones are which, and see if we can finish off that light cruiser. I'm guessing 4 is the light cruiser. Okay, they're beginning their attack run now. We are switching targets for this time for the damaged Nagato. She seems to be struggling. There's the light cruiser. That is the light cruiser, but we're going to target Nagato. We've also got the B-17s coming in to skip bomb her. We can get as much ordnance into her as possible. By the time these attacks get there, the Avengers are slightly out. That's the destroyer, that's the Tone class cruiser, that's the other battleship, that's the light cruiser. They should be out of the way. So we give ourselves a chance against the battleship. So this attack's gone a bit wrong. Good intentions. Unfortunately, for some reason, the B-17s. I think maybe they didn't have enough time to descend, so they decided to flat bomb, but managed to catch them in time. They're now descending now. Right, torpedoes away. A couple of torpedoes are going to run wide straight away. A couple of torpedo hits. Those ones obviously calculate that he was moving, but he wasn't. The B-17s are now coming around to do the skip bomb. Okay, here we come. 2 flights of B-17s ready to skip bomb this battleship. This is going to be epic. Or a disaster. Oh, we lost one. My goodness. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of the aircraft then, but my goodness, she is listing. Oh no, she's rolling back. Oh, that final B-17 is away. My goodness me. They kamikaze into it? Let's see if this is enough to take a mighty battleship. Oh! The waves are starting. Oh no, every time she teases us by the waves lapping across the deck, we seem to get it back. That fire is still going. Come on, build that fire. What a victory this is. Ladies and gentlemen. We've got her. We've sunk their battleship. She's gone! She is gone! Okay, we sacrificed the brave air crews, but my goodness. To sink a battleship, all we need to do is have all those flights of aircraft again, and we can sink the other one. So confirmation, we lost 7 of the 11 aircraft that attacked. However, we sunk the Nagato for 39,130 tons. 34 command points gained, and we've got a damaged light cruiser, and the heavy cruiser and the battleship seem to be okay, but that is a hell of a victory for us. Okay, at 3:30 on the 14th, we can't send the aircraft up because obviously it's dark. We've got a task group, 2 battleships probably, 1 heavy cruiser coming to raid Renal Islands, which is pretty bad. We've got Blackfish, I've brought her down here. We've got Drum, who's coming over here. We've got Task Force 28, which is the New Orleans, the Brooklyn, the Benham. I've also dispatched Minneapolis and Lang from the Task Force 15, this resupply convoy, to meet up with these guys. We get 2 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser and 2 destroyers. But if there's 2 battleships, then I don't particularly want to engage. Let's see how this goes. The strike on the port is imminent. How bad? 1 level, 2, okay. 2 port and a 2. Are they going to stay there for another attack, or are they going to move away? They're moving away. Right. And this is our chance to get our submarines into an engagement. Let's get them to meet up in the same spot. Meanwhile, let's get these 2 merged with the other group. There we go. So we've got a destroyer, we've got heavy cruiser, destroyer, heavy cruiser, light cruiser. Let's get the those 2. So actually, I'll put the Brooklyn at the front, I think. Yeah, Brooklyn, light cruiser, heavy cruiser, destroyer, heavy cruiser, destroyer. Nice. Right, I don't want to engage with them just yet. I don't want to engage with them at all until we know the makeup of this. We think it's 2 battleships and a heavy cruiser. If it's heavy cruisers, then we'll engage, but for the moment I think we'll just wait. And with that, 5 o'clock rolls by. Drum hasn't been able to intercept. You head up there, but Blackfish should be able to. We've got over 9. Cannot launch for another 9 hours. Right, what we can do though, New Hebrides, let's get these. The Avengers won't make it that distance, but if we send the B-17s, they'll be able to get up there, no problem at all. And from Santa Cruz, we've got Avengers, get torpedo bombers loaded. They can make it there, no problem at all. Meanwhile, Blackfish has made an interception. Scope up. there they are. It's a destroyer, heavy cruiser, destroyer, battleship. Oh, that looks like Yamato, doesn't it? Heavy cruiser, destroyer, destroyer. My goodness, they're bringing out the big boys. Right, solutions actually dropping. 64 seems to be the best we've got. I might fire at that. 24 knots. Fire. Forward torpedoes gone. Right. Change course. Tempted to try and get a rearward shot away at these, but so target this destroyer here. So we can get some rearward torpedoes away, but they'll probably be gone by the time we get there. Right, here we go. Here is the outer group. Here comes our torpedoes. This cruiser is actually in the way, so she may get snagged as a kind of a outrider for the battleship. These have got pretty good 55% torpedo defenses, so I'm not expecting miracles. Can get a 50% hit, that'd be good. There you go, 50%, that's not bad. Hey, 4 out of 6, that is pretty good. All on the rear well, the rear third of the heavy cruiser. Kamikaze's coming as well, a bit worrying. Okay. Fire. Rear torpedo tubes fired. Let's get down to 300 feet. We got her! Oh my goodness, we got her! We're diving. Let's run. The sea is calm. They will hear us. Let's go. Let's go quick. Let's go. Get down as quick as we can and then get quiet. Meanwhile, the destroyer was hunting us. I think she may just have the pace to get away from these torpedoes. She's turning into them. We may snag once or twice. Or maybe 2 hits at best. 2 hits. There you go, that's not bad. And 2 torpedoes sail on. With the sinking heavy cruiser there, can we get a destroyer to go down at the same time? She's not looking happy. She's listing. She's turning as well, which is obviously exaggerating it. Go on. I dare you to sink. Water will be coming over the deck. Yes, there we go. And to leave the conflict, Blackfish is done brilliantly. Yeah, she's sunk. Takayo for 13,000 tons. And heavily damaged Momi. And she's got heavy flooding as well. Meanwhile, our Avengers have made it from Santa Cruz Islands. There they are. I can see them over there. I think this is the damaged ship. I think maybe we go for that. And leave the capital ships to hopefully be picked off by submarines. I know we don't like attacking in small numbers, but for this, you know, revenge must be swift. Circle around here and begin an attack run. Meanwhile, Blackfish has not left the area, although she's not really in a position to help. As the anti-aircraft fire follows those bombers, here come the Avengers. Torpedoes away. Okay, the Avengers are trying to get out of there, but oh, they're not having much luck. Meanwhile, here come the torpedoes. First one's missed. No, it hasn't. Sorry. 3 good hits. And a dud. That's not too bad. They are scampering for home, those remaining two bombers, yeah. 3 hits on the heavy cruiser. Is that going to be enough to sink her? If she slows down and they leave her, we've got black fish in the area, don't forget. She does look lower at the bow, doesn't she? The rear is definitely coming up. And there they go, sailing away, leaving the crippled and sinking heavy cruiser. What a day. We've got a lot of damage to Renell Island, but we are certainly making them feel our pushback now. Yes, I was a bit sacrificial with the cruise, but it resulted in what we wanted. Another enemy heavy ship sent to the bottom. So there we go. 6 aircraft were sent in, 4 were lost, 2 Avengers, 2 Wildcats at the end there. 2 Avengers managed to sneak home. Blackfish was never really in that fight. Takeo sunk, 13,000 tons, another heavy cruiser sent to the bottom, and that destroyer, heavy damage, heavy flooding, but still in the fight. But hopefully not for long. Okay, we've got some B-17s arriving in the area. 2 battleships and some destroyers. We're diving, we'll do some skip bombing again. This time we're going to set the altitude not quite 60 feet, so give them half a chance of clearing the larger bridge and superstructure of the battleships. Okay, here they go. Skip bombing extraordinaire against the biggest battleship. Oh, she's swung round to do one hell of a turn. Look at that maneuverability, that is incredible. It's not brilliant because of the angle. They're too committed now. They're not going to get a second chance at this. Oh, they got one, got 2 in one shot. And a bit of a disaster attack, minor damage on the battleship. We lost half our force. Can't believe how tight she turned though. Oh, you have to remember that for next time. 25 minutes past 1. Further conflict for this group. I can't see what it is, so we've got them doing emergency manoeuvres and they split and head in opposite directions at maximum speed. Keep an eye out for any torpedoes. Oh, torpedoes incoming. Right, Lang. Head down here. Indianapolis, you're okay. You can slow down. They are going for New Orleans. Lang, slow down. Start pinging. New Orleans. Rudder midships and actually turn down here. You should be safe now. Here's the Lang. Benham has made it into the location as well, so I've got him to slow down and face there, so she's going to continue to ping him so Lang can set up an attack run. She's looking good now. Right, rudder midships, let's go. Right, just about to head over the U-boat now, so we can start our depth charges now. Damage to the rear of the U-boat. Oh. Slightly off. Any more sinking down? Yes, there's one here. Okay, Benham is coming round, but I'm actually going to break off because she's surfacing. She must have emergency blown. Right, prepare to fire. Let's get some high explosives loaded. Where is she? She'll be surfacing any second. Oh, she's right there! Target. Fire. Oh, he's dropping depth charges as well. Oh! Okay, we'll swing the guns around from Lang as well. Hits going in. Yeah, she can't survive much longer this. She's firing at our destroyer though. There you go, she's gone. Huh, bit of a fight she put up there. Any damage? Oh yes, bit of damage to the rear turret. And confirmation. Submarine sunk for 3,700 tons, and the Venom was able to repair that turret within the action, so we don't take any damage away. And at 9 PM on the 14th, our task group with our light cruiser, 2 heavy cruisers, and the destroyers have made it to Guadalcanal. We've had submarine drum running recon and patrol in this area to make sure we don't stumble into a battleship. Now, Florida Islands currently doesn't have any, that we know of, any facilities. Guadalcanal has a level 5 airfield and a level 1 port. Let's see if we can change that, shall we? Attack Guadalcanal. No dice, nothing happening. Still no dice. Okay, not much happening there, and we're out. So we've got to get this group back to New Hebrides for reload. Cool. Right, I think you're not having much luck up there, so I'm going to ask you to come back here. We're going to patrol around the Solomon Isles. Sorry, the Rennell Isles to protect that, and we're going to obviously drum's going to go back and forth. And as the day dawns, 15th of September 1942, coming up to 6 AM, aircraft are just taking off for their patrols. And what have we done? We've been quite productive today. We've hit Guadalcanal, put the airfield down to a level 4. Half tempted to maybe we'll bring some more supplies up here, and then we'll go and do a raid, maybe capture one of these islands next time. I think we've got the troops and the ships for it. The Task Force 27 is coming back to rearm, and then they'll be coming straight back up here. Meanwhile, we're going to leave the submarines. Blackfish is going to patrol off Rennell Isles. What I might do is bring Drum back here to patrol off here as well, and then when Task Force 27 get down here, they can patrol, well, whatever. We'll get all 4 submarines patrolling off here and keeping that safe. Meantime, we've got 2 subs down here patrolling, and we've got all the airfields going as well. So yeah, quick study on what we've done today. No, we haven't lost anything today, which is, well, apart from some aircraft. We've lost a lot of aircraft. However, today we have managed to sink, well, this episode we managed to sink a Type B submarine, a destroyer, another submarine, another destroyer, Nagato battleship, incredible, 2 heavy cruisers, and another submarine. Yes, and we are close to being able to afford our first battleship, which is quite exciting. So progress has been made. Obviously, we've taken a bit of a hit again, but we fought back this time, and now I feel like we're a little bit more punchy. We're getting we're learning all the time. We're getting a bit punchier, and we're certainly starting to hold our own against the Japanese forces, which is just as well. And we're quickly catching up, which is in terms of resources and ship and fleets and stuff like that. So that's quite good as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. As I say, thank you so much for all your thoughts, feedback in the comment section. I do enjoy reading it. don't think I'm ignoring you, but I am reading them, and hopefully you can see the progress we're making. I did say right at the start of this series, this is a learning exercise. Not played this really before this series, so I hope you can see the improvements each week. So yeah, I do not claim to be an expert. Reading some of the comments, a lot of people seem to think I was claiming to be some sort of expert. No, not by any means. So yeah, learning as we go and hopefully improving as well. So thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.